Skip pass far side. Nowak back up top. Shockey ready. 3 in the hole. Trap from midcourt has produced the steal. O'Brien up ahead to Kittel, who throws it down. Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. Titans by 6. Pinkerton trying to hurry. Three-pointer up and in. 15 is within 8. Politi for 3. Yes, sir. Up, no good. Side iron. Offensive rebound. Rosatano. Back up and in off the glass. Now a steal by Infante. Infante to the cup. That's what Pinkerton right there. Force one here. Up the chin. Who throws it down? McGeady drives. Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And sophomore's got Dover within 5. Sawd's 3 is going to beat the buzzer. Up looks for a screen. Trying to find Bono. Pike with the steal. Pike is going to run out the clock. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Pennacook. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's the 2023 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division IV Semifinals between top seed Littleton and number 4 Woodsville. It's the second of 2 semifinals here at Merrimack Valley High School. Gym is packed, and we should be set for a good one, a rubber match between these two teams that split the regular season series at 1 win apiece. Both road teams, by the way, captured victories. In the case of Littleton, it was their only loss, and of course that was not suffered until earlier this month, back on February the 6th. Woodville, meanwhile, the 4 seed, but pretty close in the standings at 15-3, a very good team. Nobody would be surprised if the Engineers pulled off the quote-unquote upset tonight, but we should be in for a nail-biter. Maybe not a double overtime affair like we saw earlier, but nonetheless, a competitive game, I think, is on the way.
I have to agree with you. We can't get close. We're not going to get close to that last game. Not going to get close. It was incredible. We had a guy score 48 points and get 17 rebounds, and their team lost.
Yeah.
It was an incredible game. Best game we've seen all year. However, when we look at the scores of these two teams, like you said, Littleton lost to Woodsville. That was their only loss.
Yep.
Right? 59. They lost 59-65. So It wasn't like they got blown out. The game was close. The other time they played, Littleton beat them by 10.
Yep.
So
that was way back in December.
Yeah, so you're going to go, this game should be close. The last game we just saw, it's really tough to beat someone 3 times in a row.
Right.
And that's what Concord Christian was trying to do to Holy Family, and it didn't work out in their favor. And today, 1-1, you just don't know what you're going to get. In this case, you and I don't know much about this division. They're way up there. They're a little further away from where we normally are. But when we look and we can watch guys shoot, you kind of get a feel for how they play just by when they warm up, I think.
Right.
So it should be a really fun contest with players that we haven't seen yet, which I know both of us talk. It's fun. That's fun to see teams we haven't seen very often play a really good game.
Well, a few of these players were in this spot a year ago in the semifinals. We did see Woodville here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, and as we mentioned, a year can make a big difference, especially when you're talking about developing kids physically, mentally, and you touched on it, the 48-point performance by Concord Christian's Braden Frank was something to remember, and if that could be topped, it was, of course, the 3 buzzer beaters on the other side for the senior point guard.
3 of them.
For Holy Family. That's something I don't think we may ever see again.
No, people have to know this, too. Like, I thought for a second it was 3 overtimes, but that's not right. The guy had 1 player had 3 buzzer beaters, including the game winner. I am 56 years old. I've been playing basketball since I was like 5, coaching basketball for 25, 30 years. I've never seen that, ever.
I don't think I have either, right?
Ever.
Something to see. That was part of an 86-84 double overtime win for Holy Family.
Holy Family.
The 6th seed will be watching this one intently as they will take the floor Saturday against the winner in the Division IV championship at Colby Sawyer. All right, let's go downstairs to the floor for the introduction of the starting lineups.
For Woodsville, number 22, for Littleton, number 10, Caden Austin. For Woodsville, number 34, Cam Davidson. And for Littleton, number 13, Carmichael Lopez. The Engineers are led by head coach Gene Water. The Crusaders are led by head coach Trevor Howard. The officials for tonight's team are Peter Driscoll, Kevin Venus, and Rod Steinke.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited, Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Good crowd on hand tonight to see Littleton and Woodsville. The winner will play for the championship on Saturday. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Second semifinal. Holy Family in double overtime in a thriller. Advanced earlier tonight, knocking out Concord Christian. So this one between the Engineers and the Crusaders. Round number 3. They each beat each other on the road during the regular season.
That's interesting.
And of course, Both teams arriving via quarterfinal victories. A blowout win in Littleton's case of 54-36 over Messinic. Woodsville handled Profile 66-53. All right, starting lineups. Woodsville, led by head coach Jamie Walker. They're in their road greens tonight. Jumping center will be Cam Davidson, a 6'1 senior. Surrounded by Connor Houston, a 5'11 junior. Jack Boudreau, 6' junior. In the backcourt, London Kingsbury, a 6'2 sophomore. And the point guard is Ryan Walker, the 5'4 freshman. Jumping it up for the Crusaders is Carmichael Lopez, who wins the tip. Draymond Equines is the point guard now with the basketball in his hands. The other three starters are Caden Hoskins, Grady Hadlock, and who's the fourth? Or who's the fifth? The fifth is Cam Cook, the 5'7 junior. All right, ball over to Woodsville here with 15 seconds gone. The Engineers will have it for the first time.
The Engineers and the Crusaders. The Engineers took care of my namesake school, by the way. Did you see that? They beat Gorham 60-56. I was very unhappy about that.
And Littleton, yeah, they survived a scare against Gorham. Remember, Gorham was a 16 seed. That's the 116 preliminary game. But in the end, Littleton able to prevail, the top seed, with a 4-point win.
We Gorhams usually try to come from behind if we have to. We'll usually get a win.
Meanwhile, opening up here in a 2-3 zone. Woodsville trying to diagnose. Lefty three on the way. And it's too strong for Kingsbury, but kept alive, and a second try now for Woodsville.
And again, sort of a same thing we've seen a couple times where the team doesn't really match up with the gaps very well. Right now, they're moving around, changing the defense a little bit. The zone comes way out, trying almost like they're trying to trap the point guard, which is very difficult to trap the middle. You know, if you could do it and force a turnover, that's great.
Meanwhile, timing a little bit off there leads to Woodsville's first giveaway. Crusaders the other way, trying to crack the ice here with just over a minute gone by. Off the dribble to the rim, and there's the layup for Aquines.
I saw that matchup right there at the beginning. He had a bigger man on him, and I thought he's got to go to the basket, take advantage of the mismatch.
Now a little bit of a press for the first time. It's a zone look, and it's handled by Woodsville via the dribble by Boudreau.
Yeah, they did a really nice job getting that. I wonder if they're trying to just slow him down and maybe force a 10-second call, or are they actually trying to get a steal?
They go inside. Boudreau off the glass, left it short. Tip to Kingsbury. The sophomore's second try is no good. Stolen by Kingsbury, and then he's fouled.
He fell on the ground hard. Tough job, though, rebounding. Offensive rebound 1, 2, 3 times. And they maintained it and able to get a free throw, but short corner was the first pass, which we love to see, a short corner against the zone.
Free throws for Landon Kingsbury, the 6'2 sophomore, buries the first.
I just like to see less dribbling against the zone. Ball moves better when you pass the ball against the zone.
2-for-2 trip. And we're tied at 2 with 2 minutes gone by. Full gym here, and good support for both teams here. Student sections dipped in school colors. The cheerleaders are here in the case of the Crusaders as well. Baseline J, short. Kingsbury is second rebound.
And again, that matchup we're going to have to keep an eye on. Number 34 for the Engineers.
That's Davidson.
Davidson and Aquines. Is that what you said? Aquines, number 3. That is not a good matchup.
Davidson for 3. Too strong. Rebound up for grabs, and it ends up with Aquines.
Aquines could take his man Davidson to the basket every single time. Now, I don't understand the matchup, but let's see how it plays out this time down the floor.
Woodsville coach Jamie Walker, maybe he's thinking size is the way to counter with speed. I don't know.
That doesn't usually work out, to be honest.
Keep an eye on it, though. It's really kind of a center on point guard matchup.
Yeah, it's very odd. I've not seen that before. You would think he'd be guarding 13 there for the Crusaders.
Here's a screen and roll. Coming up in 3 minutes gone by. First quarter, we're tied at 2.
Very patient right now.
Jump shot, baseline, too strong. Kingsbury on the glass again, his third rebound for Woodsville.
Good job being patient on offense. They got maybe the shot they wanted, maybe not. They probably could have gotten a better shot. 2-3 zone. They're coming pretty far out.
It's like a 3-2 almost.
Yeah,
this
that time they
out.
switched. Yeah, you're right. I think they switched it to a 3-2. You're right. Some of these teams do such a good job switching defenses, though, going back and forth. 2-3, 3-2. So sometimes we look and the guy comes out too far and you're going, wait, what are we in?
Backdoor Akinis for 2.
Strong move, good pass, and a strong finish. There's that 2-2-1 zone press again.
Akinis with all 4 points for Littleton. Woodsville trying to deal with the press. Davidson into the lane with a right-hand dribble. Going to spin to his left, fire off the glass, and draw a foul.
Oh, tough spin move, not a good foul. I'll tell you what, though, if you are, right now, if you're, Woodsville, sorry. Woodsville, if you have players dribbling through your press, that's a problem. Right, you want guys to pass the ball during the press and have to work a little harder than just dribble right through your traps. Right there, they just dribbled right through the trap, got an easy pass, and now they're shooting 2 shots.
I'm trying to figure out what press that was with Littleton. Was it a 1-2-2?
It was a 2-2-1, but they didn't get a trap, and they just sort of, it was very porous at that
Meanwhile,
point.
Kingsbury able to track down the miss and pull in the ball for Woodsville. He's got 4 rebounds here early on. Backdoor Davidson finds Kingsbury on the cut. It's rejected by Lopez.
That was a very good block. Now back to a 2-3 zone.
High post. Skip near side, ready to fire.
Love
3
it.
for Connor Houston.
Love the skip pass, Nick. We loved it yesterday, or the other day. We love it today.
5'10" junior able to connect. It's a long 2. And this one ends up short.
Lopez tried to force the issue.
The board goes to Boudreau.
Again, now back into it looks like a 3-2. They're just really moving around a lot. I think
Well, whoever's at the top, very active, as you mentioned.
Yeah, super active. So I think that time 3-2. They may be switching on every play down the floor.
Soft touch for Davidson, his first field goal.
Maybe not. Maybe guys are out of place. But let's just pay attention. If we pay really close attention, maybe on a made basket they do one thing. Obviously they press on a made basket. Let's see what kind of defenses they play if they switch and play a little man.
8-4 the score. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Littleton looking for their 3rd field goal.
So right now, they just pass, screen away. Pass, screen away.
Both teams have been patient here in this opening frame. 3-pointer, Akinis. Too strong. Boudreau, his 2nd rebound for the Engineers.
Akinis needs to attack the basket like he did early.
That's what tipped out of bounds.
Got a mismatch. Attack the basket. So they come out really high in the zone.
Yeah, all the way into the backcourt here.
Yeah, 3-2 zone.
Yeah, it looks like a 3-2. Meanwhile, Woodsville okay with it. They're going to pull it out. Coach Walker near midcourt trying to direct the show.
Find the gaps. So all you got to do is find the gaps. There's lots of gaps. They flash somebody to the high post. Right now they're not flashing anybody. They're content to just deep 3.
Lefty 3. Too strong there for Ryan Walker. It's kept alive under the basket and ultimately to Littleton. Quick outlet on the run. Hadlock skips it near side. It's Hoskins. Trying to find Akinis in the corner. Ball loose. Collected again by Hoskins. Skips it across. Drive by Hadlock to the rim for 2.
Good reverse. Use the basket to help him out. Nice play. There's that press again. Let's see this time if they can get a trap.
It's like a 2-2-1.
Or a steal.
And a foul there.
Oh.
Akinis didn't quite have the body under control as he tried to close out. He's going to draw his 1st and his team's 3rd.
You don't want to foul like that against the press or with the press. You're trying to trap, get steals. Slow them down a little bit, right? Just slow them down. Now, where's the trap? See, he should have come up and they should have gotten a trap right across half court in the corners.
Woodsville doing a good job breaking the press. Kingsbury avoids a double team. And now a drive by Boudreau. A little floater in the lane is good.
You know what got him that shot, Nick, was the pump fake. Pump fake to the left. Defense moved. He drove the basket.
First field goal for Boudreau. 10-6, 3-pointer. Hoskins around the rim and out. Davidson collects.
There's Akinis with an almost steal.
Poked it loose out of bounds. It'll stay with the Engineers. Sub for the first time as Coach Howard goes to the bench. Gavin Lewis, 5'9", senior, is on the floor. Going to take out the junior Cam Cook. 10-6, Woodsville with the ball in the lead. They played out in front most of this first quarter as we close in on 1 minute to go. Davidson elbow J, too strong.
Good look.
Offensive rebound for Houston.
Wide open spot. Keep flashing. Right now they should keep flashing high post. It's either going short corner. You need to flash the big fella in the high post.
Or the weak wing, right?
Yeah, there's all kinds of like that. Where's your skip pass, though? The skip pass, wing, opposite wing.
Yep.
Attack the gap.
And pull it out with a dribble. This again is Walker. To swing it near side, Kingsbury. Avoids the double team. Down to 40 seconds here. Very patient trip for Woodsville. It ends up with a three in the corner. Line drive miss for Houston. And the defense does collect the rebound in the end as Hopkins pulls in his second board. Up the floor for Lopez. Trailer is Hopkins again.
Even though they didn't score, that was a good possession, I think.
Lopez for three. Won't go. Davidson. Yeah, you're right. You take some time off the clock. You get guys moving. You get accustomed to running the offense. Kingsbury going to fire a quick three here that won't go.
Yeah, we say that, and then they came down and took that shot. Coach is beside himself, grabbed it. Like me, I have no hair, so I would get my hair and run my fingers through it on that case.
Meanwhile, we're down to 3 seconds. Hoskins trying to beat the clock on the baseline. No, Lopez can't get it off in time.
Almost. That's a good, they waited, and they took the last shot, and it wasn't a bad shot, right? And almost got a follow with the rebound. Almost.
Woodsville, a good start. 10-6 lead on the board after one. Right back to Merrimack Valley Regional High School in a moment. You are watching the 2023 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division IV Semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Start of the second quarter here in Pennacook. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, the 2023 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division IV Semifinal. Here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction tonight, of course, with the NFHS Network. Littleton, the top seed, a 17-1 regular season. The one loss, of course, was against tonight's opponent, Woodsville. These two teams split the regular season. Engineers finished up at 15-3. And the number 3 seed in this Division IV tournament. This layup goes off the rim. It's tipped out of bounds. And it ends up again with the Crusaders. The winner of this one will play on Saturday in the Division IV championship game, where they will take on Holy Family earlier tonight. The Griffins in double overtime via the buzzer beater. The third of the game, by the way.
What a game. What a game.
For their senior point guard, advance them to the finals. Meanwhile, here's Lopez. 2 on the old glass, and the 6'3 senior. He's got his team back within 2 at 10-8.
He's a good job slowing down, passing the ball against the press, moving it side to side.
Pass tipped. Good job by Walker to collect out of a crowd and pull it back out with the dribble. Woodsville keeps it here. Balanced attack from the Engineers. 4 different scorers in that first quarter.
Usually when you see a 2-3 zone, as I've said before, you want to have a single guard front or an odd front against an even defensive front.
Davidson, interior pass goes astray and out of bounds. Good idea, but the ball left his hand a little awkwardly.
He did, right idea. Good
and
look.
It's turned over for just the third time by the Engineers. So Woodsville retreats to the defensive end. And here comes the top seed, looking for the tie or the lead here with a minute and a half gone by second quarter. Down the lane, runner won't go. Pretty good look there for Hadlock.
And right now, I feel like that they played each other. They've won each one, and you feel it. They're very evenly matched. You can feel it.
To the rim, McInnes. That's where he can really get going, is in the open floor. The point guard with 6 points. Game tied at 10. Nearly 2 minutes gone, second quarter. The freshman guard gets out of a jam, goes downstairs, and it's blocked at the rim.
That was a great pass. He's doing a phenomenal job dribbling through the traps, and that was a fantastic whip-around one-handed pass.
And then a good block at the other end by Hoskins. Here's a three, too strong from Lewis. Davidson the board in the paint for Woodsville.
And he's only a freshman. He's not very big, so he's stealthy, and he's quick, so he's able to get through all these traps.
Playing with confidence, too.
Absolutely. A freshman like that playing with that kind of confidence?
Inside out, Kingsbury had room, passes on it, goes back to the high post. Boudreaux leaner goes off the rim.
Great look. That great look. They also had underneath, wide open for the short corner on that high lob there, turnover.
Just the second giveaway by the Crusaders.
I don't know. Maybe they have a play where he actually catches one of those for a dunk, but I'm not too sure. It was way high.
2-2-1 press here from Littleton.
Middle. We need someone in the middle. Right? Flash middle. Right here. Opposite guard, flash middle. Easily broken.
Instead, it's broken via the dribble from Houston. Again, Woodsville trying to stay patient. 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. High post, jump shot, in and out for Davidson. Kingsbury keeps it alive.
Ooh, there it is. That fortuitous bounce yet again for Woodsville. And
5 boards now for Kingsbury to go with 4 points. Chance for one more. His team back out in front by 2.
And where are they getting that shot? Now they've had multiple shots from where? The high post, right? Yep. Wide open.
Meanwhile, kind of an interesting stance. Has that front left foot forward. Misses the free throw. Davidson trying to muscle it up. Kingsbury, a third chance, is good with the right hand.
They are behemoths right now on the offensive glass.
Woodsville winning the rebounding war so far. It's helped them build a 4-point lead as we near now the midway point, second quarter. Engineers in what looks like a 2-3 here. 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Too strong from Hadlock, and then a whistle on the weak side.
Looks like we have maybe, I'm just going to take a guess, usually when a guy has a different uniform on, he's a JV player they've called up.
Well, he's a freshman, so I think you're right.
Yes, he's got a different uniform, but he's in the game early. Where he's at? He's in the game early in the second quarter.
It's Sam Ragey, the 5'9 freshman. One of 2 Rageys on the roster. His older
multiple Rageys?
brother, I believe, Shiloh, is the sophomore on the roster. Meanwhile, Lopez lost it. Officials look at each other. They say it was tipped by the defender and will stay here. Meanwhile, Coach Walker, right in the ear of one of the officials here in front of the Engineer bench. Akinis, 17-foot elbow J, won't go. And Davidson has his 5th rebound for the Engineers.
Another good look, and Crusaders went man on that play.
They've been zone almost exclusively. Inside, Boudreaux for 2.
Let's see what they come back here with. Looks like they pointed to their man. They're going to match up, play a little man.
Inside of 4 minutes. Largest lead either way. It's 16-10. Also a 6-0 run here from Woodsville. Lopez inside out. Ragey going to pull it back out. Lopez calling for it inside. Yeah. He's got the smaller defender on.
Does have a mismatch inside.
Crusaders stay patient. Only 2 turnovers so far for Littleton. Akinis sees a gap, goes down the lane, but can't get it off the glass. Kingsbury is game-high 7th rebound for Woodsville.
If he can finish on that play right there, that's a good drive for him because he's got a mismatch. He's got the big fella on him.
Meanwhile, a foul here is given by Littleton. And that is the 5th team foul, so just 1 left to give here over the final 3:20 before halftime. Coming up at halftime, a look back at the first half. Stats, highlights, analysis, a recap as well as one of the best games we've seen all year.
Oh, the best, I think.
The earlier semifinal win by Holy Family over Concord Christian. All that coming up at halftime.
You got to be pretty happy if you're Littleton, too, on offense down the other end, or on defense. Right, the Woodsville is just sort of moving the ball around and not really getting much in terms of any kind of attack. It's not, there's no action on the offense. It's just sort of passing around, and we'll wait and see, and maybe someone goes one-on-one, or...
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here throughout this first half. Down to 3 minutes now, second quarter.
They obviously know each other very well.
Yeah,
right?
This is meeting number 3, as we mentioned. Both teams split the regular season series at 1 win apiece. Here's a timeout.
Yeah, so right now, stagnant, right? Both offenses are a little stagnant.
Yep.
Where are you going to get your attacks? And we know against the zone, if you attack the gaps, you're going to make things happen. But you want to keep passing the ball. We love the skip pass. Love it. And they've done it a couple times. They've attacked the zone with a get dribble. They've skip pass. They've done those things. But last 2 times, both offenses just sort of stagnant, nothing happening. Just pass the ball around and wait. If you're ahead, though, right, if I'm ahead,
there's no rush.
I'm just going to pull the ball out and say, why don't you guys come out and play man? Maybe they're better against a man. Maybe that's what they prefer.
Yeah. Well, we saw a lot of man earlier, and now it seems like both teams have settled back into the zone look. Of course, Littleton is pressed out of that 2-2-1. So both coaches, I think, probably willing and able to deploy different defensive looks throughout this one. All right. See here, the Crusaders trying to pull the defense out a little bit here.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to make them come out.
Boudreau in the high post, going to swing it near side, catch and fire 3, up and in for Connor Houston. It's his second from downtown, 6 points for the junior. And the lead has grown to 9 on the heels of a 9-0 run from the Engineers. Crusaders need a response. They kick it out. Cook for 3. It's too strong. And Kingsbury's got the weak side rebound. His 8th already for Woodsville. Engineers going to slow it down as we head towards 2 minutes to go in this first half. The freshman almost lost it. Spins away from trouble.
He's confident. Very confident ball handler. Crafty lefty. So look how far out the zone's coming. Zone is way out.
Then here's a foul.
Yeah, unnecessary to foul in the zone. You always want the coaches will always say you don't need to foul in a zone because you're.
Well, that's that fine line we talk about, right? If you want to be aggressive, right, make them quote unquote start their sets high, then you got to put yourself sometimes in a risky spot. Didn't look like a reach there, just a little slow on the
bump. Little bump, I think, with the body when he tried to attack. He bumped him.
Right. Woodsville will take it. By the way, 6-1, the foul difference collectively in this first half. Kingsbury had it blocked. It's good help side defense there by Hoskins, who got a piece of it.
Was good, very good help side defense. Now let's just see if what kind of offense are we running? Screen it away, double screen away.
Hoskins in trouble and travels. Grabbed that back pivot foot. Double team there on the wing. Just the 3rd turnover for Littleton. And the ball back over to Woodsville here with 1.5 minutes to go. Second quarter. They're going to break the press up the sideline with the pass.
They're just breaking that press easily. I'd almost want to pull it back. If they're just going to keep breaking the press without us trapping or, finding a way to make it difficult for them to bring the ball up the floor, you might as well pull. Oh, wow. Got away with one right there.
Yeah, Lopez got a piece of the wrist. No whistle. Davidson fade away for 2.
Yeah, got hit again on the arm. That's back-to-back call. Davidson got hit twice on the pass, and on the shot, no call.
Davidson 5 and 5 in this first half.
Great
Meanwhile,
move.
Akinis slips free. 8 points now for the junior point guard.
He just has to keep taking advantage of that mismatch.
And that layup, by the way, broke an 11-0 run by Woodsville.
Wow.
Got to start a new streak now as Kingsbury gets an easy layup.
You see that beautiful tip pass? Right off the Davidson with a tip pass right underneath? Almost like a volleyball play.
Here's a wraparound feed for Akinis. Gets away from him. And it's turned back over to Woodsville. That's 8 points and 8 rebounds in his first half for the Engineers, Landon Kingsbury. 30 seconds. The lead, 11.
See if they decide to take the last shot.
They go inside. Kingsbury doesn't want to pass up a layup, but it's challenged at the end, and the miss is forced. Lopez tracks down the loose ball for the Crusaders. Cook now in the corner with 15 to go. Lopez shake and bake down the lane, blocked by Davidson.
Good
loose
block.
ball. Lopez stays with it. Kicks it near side. Cook, a 3, too strong. Davidson is there.
Plenty of time.
Still got 2 seconds. Gonna have to hurry. Fires a 3, and no good off the side iron.
Faded away and landed in the lap of the cheerleading coach.
That'll do it for the first half. A good one for Woodsville. They've got a double-digit lead on the board over the top seed, 23-12, after now 16 minutes of play.
Yeah, breaking the press easily. Make kind of offensively doing whatever they want, right? Taking their time. And offensively right now, you kind of see Littleton just looks a little, befuddled, out of sorts. They're not running anything. A lot of standing around, a lot of dribbling and attacking and getting nothing out of it, right? Aquinas has done it a couple times, got to the basket, got a good layups, easy attacks, whereas other guys look unsure. We attack, jump in the air, maybe throw a pass, just kind of doing things that maybe uncharacteristically occur for them, being that they're 17-1.
Right. Well, if anybody's had their number, it's been Woodsville. Remember earlier this month, they handed them a loss at Littleton by a final of 65-59. So the number 4 seeded Engineers looking to capture the rubber match and capture a trip to the championship on Saturday, where they will face Holy Family. Coming up in just a moment, we'll break down the first half, stats, highlights, analysis, a look back at the other semifinal, a double overtime thriller as well. All that and more coming up in just a moment. You are watching our coverage of the 2023 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division IV semifinals, right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Halftime here in Pennacook. Woodsville, the number 4 seed in this Division IV tournament, leading the top seed Littleton 23-12 with the third quarter looming. Terrific first half for the Engineers sophomore forward Landon Kingsbury. 8 points, 8 rebounds unofficially to lead the way. Had help from his 6'1" senior center Cam Davidson. Unofficially 5 points and 6 rebounds. Littleton anchored by their junior point guard, Draymond Aquinas, who had 8 of the 12 for Littleton in that first half. But the Crusaders, after a 17-1 campaign, in some real danger here at Merrimack Valley Regional High School, down 11 as we get set for the second half.
I agree with you adamantly. Their offense is stagnant. They're not getting much on defense. The zone is not containing the offense very well. They just don't look like. I mean, it's a long drive.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're fatigued. They had to wait a long time for that previous game that we were going to talk about. So you kind of go, okay, we've played each other twice. Maybe Woodsville, the last time they played them when they played them when they lost, maybe that was a fluke. Maybe Woodsville just is better, and they just didn't play well that night. So maybe this is how it should look. Because right now, they have a freshman point guard at Woodsville who is just dribbling the ball right through the trap, right through all the traps in the press, making easy little passes, and they're getting shots, they're getting extra rebounds.
He played well.
Yeah, he did, and he shows no fear.
Right.
So it's kind of fun to see a freshman come out in a semifinal playoff game.
Big spot.
Yeah, with no fear at all.
5'4", Ryan Walker.
5'4".
Played well, as you mentioned, in that first half. Handled the Littleton 2-2-1 zone very well.
Yeah,
and carved up that full court press repeatedly. Woodsville on defense did enough as well to keep Littleton primarily off the scoreboard, held the Crusaders to just 12 points, 6 in each quarter.
Low scoring, very low scoring, but you hold a team to 12 at halftime? I mean, they only have 23 points, so that's not, I'm not saying that's a barn burner right now. They're not going crazy.
It's been a very methodical pace,
to
put it that way.
A lot of ball
Each team
movement.
has taken good care of the basketball as well, just 4 turnovers each way.
Right, so 4 turnovers, you should always feel like you're in the game. I'm not too sure that Littleton feels like they're in the game right now, but we always like to see what kind of adjustments they make after halftime. So right away, we should be able to feel something different, perhaps, offensively and defensively for Littleton.
We're going to open up here in a man and force a steal.
Pick and roll turnover.
Pass intercepted by Kingsbury. Into the corner. Three-pointer up and in for Connor Houston. He hit a couple from deep in that first half, and he now leads all scorers with 9 points. Aquinas, hard take, and an offensive foul.
That is a good take of the charge. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. Brave move.
It's Kingsbury. Kingsbury's sacrificing his body.
He did.
And was square and still, right?
Yep. Beautiful play. Aquinas has to just jump stop, maybe, and make a pass or pull up for a nice little 5-foot bank shot.
That's his second foul. Here's a tip and a steal. In the lane, hanging, can't connect, Hadlock. It goes back out, though, to the freshman, Regi.
That time, though, the press was successful for Littleton. They were able to get a steal. And uniquely, Woodsville had a man flash to the middle, but when they threw it there, he wasn't open in that case. But in the first half, the middle was so wide open, maybe they had a little discussion about that.
Meanwhile, Hoskins draws the foul. It's the first against Kingsbury. 1 team foul now each way. With just under a minute gone by in this third quarter. A deep breath at the line. And now the right-hand free throw is in the hole. Caden Hoskins, 6'2 junior, had a team-high 5 rebounds for Littleton in that first half. Gets his first point here at the free throw line. Still a big hill to climb. Engineers doubling up the Crusaders 26-13.
Yeah, right now the rate at which people are scoring, teams are scoring, that is a considerable lead in this particular game, a considerable lead. Last game, not so much. Last game, we had a crazy scoring left and right, down and up and back.
And that was an 86-84 double overtime win by Holy Family. The Griffins are in the championship and will face the winner of this game on Saturday at Colby Sawyer College.
So 2-3 zone, and the middle player on the 2-3 zone, number 21, is doing a nice job defending the post area, coming up a little higher than normal.
Littleton cheerleaders trying to egg on this defense.
From a seated position, no less.
Another, right, there's no real room to stand.
I was thinking baseline.
Yeah, maybe baseline,
but I'm not seeing it.
I think they found a home there in front row on the far sideline. Meanwhile, this one tipped out of bounds. Another patient Woodsville trip here.
Again, if you don't, we don't have a shot clock, right? So you can take your time.
Yep. Inside, Davidson blocked from behind.
He got lucky because he was wide open. Davidson had a layup.
Coast to coast for two.
Here's the
That's
press.
a good finish there. Lightning quick. He covers a lot of ground for his first bucket. Gets his team back with an 11, but that's pushed right back to 13. The point guard,
Beautiful
Walker on the assist. Kingsbury now in double figures with 10.
I like that no-look pass. He dribbled through. Once he got the ball, he dribbled through the press. Nice little no-look bounce pass.
Lopez too strong on the pull-up. Boudreau is fourth rebound. Woodsville has it. A chance to go up 14, maybe 15 or 16 here as they look to extend their largest lead. Davidson low block, power move, no, follow, no. Tip to the corner. Aquinas tracks it down for Littleton.
And he was begging for a foul, and there was nothing there.
Trying to force the issue. Pass gets away. And Littleton has just committed their sixth turnover. Second of this third quarter with 2.5 gone by.
Davidson begging for a call down the other end.
Yeah, Coach Walker in the ear of the official as well. Meanwhile, Davidson goes around Lopez, around Hoskins, but misses the layup.
Almost got a foul.
May have rushed it as well. Hadlock the rebound.
Should have been a foul called on the screen situation.
Ragey for three, up and in.
Came off the bench, hit a three. There should have been a foul down there. Davidson went to the basket, and the defender got blocked, which was kind of like a screen, but it was an illegal play.
Yeah, Coach Walker, I think, still upset about that. Inside, Davidson draws a foul. Second defender came over in the paint and may have reached in. It'll be the second team foul against Littleton.
Now, Davidson wanted a sub for a second there. Coach told him to, just, hey, suck it up, stay in the game, and stop complaining. See, wide open.
Look at this.
Look at that. Second time in a row, wide open. They ran the same play last time, and he got a shot blocked.
Almost like he acted like he was disinterested. All of a sudden, flashes, he's wide open.
Yeah.
Ricci for three. Davidson another board near side. He's working on a double-double with 7 and 8. It's a pretty good footwork and ball skills as well. He leads the break. Inside is Boudreau. Counted in the foul.
Beautiful pass. You see now Woodsville has picked up the pace, and they're attacking on offense like you should be.
Coach Walker breathing fire on the sideline. How about the big fella? Leading the break, picking up the assist there. He's worked the glass. He's scored the basketball. Starting to put together a pretty good all-around game for Woodsville.
I like it. He wanted to come out. A minute ago, he wanted to come out. He asked for a sub, and guess what? Good
Coach
that he
Walker.
stayed in. Coach
No
Walker,
way.
you're not coming out.
You're too good to say.
Yeah, suck it up.
Free throw up and in for Boudreau.
You're not tired, big fella. You're a young guy.
7 points now for Boudreau. The 6-foot junior has got his team up 15 for the first time as we near the midway point third quarter. It's response time now for the Crusaders.
They got to do something different right now. Do a little something different. They're screening, trying to do some screen and roll stuff. So here we go. Screen, roll.
Three-pointer Lopez up and in.
Needed
well,
that.
Maybe that's one way to soften up that zone, right? Start knocking down some shots.
Got to make some shots and got to try and pull them so they stop playing stop playing zone.
Lopez with 5. Again, Woodsville doing a good job against the press. Davidson off target on the 3. It's tipped out to Aquinas, and he wants to run to the hole. Right-hand finish.
That is where he is good. In the open court, when he can use his quickness and get to the basket. There's nobody can stay in front of him.
He's up to 10 points now for the Crusaders. They're back within 10 suddenly on a mini 5-0 run. The trailer is Boudreau, and he drags the pivot foot into travel.
It happens a lot. And they broke the press right there so easily and had an opportunity. Like, why didn't he? Normally, he'd just take the 3 right there, right?
A little indecisive, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So Littleton will take it. 6 turnovers now each way as we move towards 3 minutes to go third. Trying to keep the 5-0 run alive with a 3. That won't go, and Kingsbury's got his 9th rebound. Look out.
Silly turnover. Just, you got to wait. You got to take your time. You have one man back on defense. You need to get the ball to your point guard. You got to wait and hold the ball and be strong.
So a second try for the Crusaders.
Good zone on the out of bounds. So they didn't even try and score. See that? Good zone on the out of bounds underneath the basket.
Littleton looking for space. Keenis sees a lane. He's got a scooper.
There he is again. Right now, he's the only one trying to keep him in the game.
He's been the leader, the junior. Full-time starter a year ago, where Littleton made a late playoff push as well. That's a good pass from Davidson. A better block from Lopez.
Great block. I thought the reverse was going to go. He used the basket well.
Keenis, count it, and the foul.
Wow. He called a charge. The exact same play before he called a charge on a replay. The Wizard show us that replay. I don't know, was he moving or was he maybe too far underneath the basket?
Well, let's see. The crowd,
here we go.
At least the half of the crowd that's cheering on Woodsville, not happy with the call. Davidson certainly thought he got there in time.
I believe he did too. He watched.
This is a good angle here. That's a bang-bang play. May have been drifting a little bit to the left when the contact occurred. Good take by Akinis.
Looked a little bit like he might have been falling early, maybe, but I don't think that was a foul.
Meanwhile, 9-0 is the current run now for the Crusaders.
Fans are not happy, and that actually did look like a charge. It would have been Akinis' second charging foul.
Right, would have been his third personal. Instead, the first against Davidson. Free throw is missed by Akinis, and the rebound taken off the bounce by Davidson. Woodsville looking for a bucket. They nearly turn it over. They do. It's stolen by Hadlock. Hadlock full speed ahead for two.
And here comes Littleton. Good timeout call. Good timeout call. Man, I wasn't too sure Littleton had it in him to come back, but you know what? Akinis is pushing, forcing the issue, pushing the ball, making things happen, getting steals, getting his hands in there, changes the flow of the game, right? The flow of the game was entirely different a few minutes ago.
Defense to offense there as Hadlock comes up with the steal, gets the layup at the other end. He's pushed his point total up to 6. And the Crusader defense starting to turn over Woodsville, at least over the last couple of minutes. Just 4 turnovers total in the first half for the Engineers, 4 since halftime, and still some time left, obviously, in this third quarter. So the lead ballooned up to 15 a moment ago. Suddenly it's Littleton with the momentum. They've scored 11 straight and they're back within 4 here, 33-29.
A definitive momentum shift, no doubt about it. And it's almost like desperation, though, at this point, right? You're down 15. You got to start to kick it into gear and go, fellas, listen. If we're going to get too far behind, we're not going to be able to come back.
Right. Yeah, they came up with the response at the appropriate time, and now the onus on Woodsville to nip this thing in the bud, as the Crusaders have scored again the last 11 points. They're going to break the press.
Much better job in this half, flashing to the middle against the press.
Hogan for 3.
Bango. That's a good shot. Wide open. Good look by the freshman. Again, the freshman making things happen.
The assist there for Walker. Houston is 4-3. He's doubled his point total from halftime from 6 to 12.
You say his 4-3?
Yeah, he's knocked down 4 from deep, accounting for all 12 of his points. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. 7-point lead for Woodsville.
Great job against the press again. Very nice and patient.
Very calm.
And methodical.
Right. Dump down pass broken up by Ragey. Stolen away by Braden Lewis. Up the floor it goes to Lopez.
Davidson needs to shoot those. Occasionally he's a good passer, but occasionally he needs to take a shot till they back off a little bit.
The lead is 7. As we approach 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Lopez for 3. Too strong. Ragey, the freshman, keeps it alive in the corner. Akinis drive and kick. Lefty 3 for Lewis is short. And finally, Boudreau able to clear the glass for the Engineers.
Good possession for the Crusaders. Good possession. They got 2 pretty good shots.
Right.
They just didn't go in.
Now a zone look from Littleton again. Kingsbury 3. Halfway down and out. Tipped out to Akinis, who's got his 4th rebound. Ball goes off his knee, goes to the floor, and he loses it.
And he got clipped. Oh, the clipping call.
Walker leads the break. Kingsbury finds Houston in the corner, and that 3 is in the hole.
Somebody stop that guy. He's in fuego right now, Nick. In fuego.
15 points on 5 made 3-point baskets. 45 seconds to go, third quarter, and Woodsville has now rattled off 6 points. It's a game of runs. 11 straight from Littleton a moment ago, the last 6 for the Engineers. Here's a banker by Aquinas. Tipped in the lane, rebound control by Kingsbury, his 10th, a game high.
That was the mismatch again, so a good take, but he was afraid of fouling. You could tell the way he
Here's
pulled
a
up.
good cut, and Boudreau fouled in the act. Threw it up desperation style over the shoulder.
Are we going to give him the shot on that?
I think so. It's a crafty play. If that is indeed the case, the junior, again, smelled the foul on the way.
He did. Smart play. Most guys just would have fallen down, just sort of lost it, but he tossed it up. You call that an official shot, so that's
a good play.
Smart.
Heady play by the
junior.
Very,
very heady.
He's starting to piece together a pretty good game in his own right. 7 points, 5 rebounds unofficially, and he adds one more to his team's lead at the line to push this thing up to 40-29.
You know what they did that in the last couple minutes that's impressive is they held off that really heavy push. Right? So it was within, 4?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, they hit a couple shots. So they basically held off that heavy push. And now an offensive rebound gets the ball back again. Chance to get a 4-point play with a 3 there. Get a hand up on that guy.
Houston too strong on the 3 attempt. Rebound goes to Hadlock, and he looks to go the other way. Lost the ball, but it's last touch by the defense, and will stay with Littleton with just inside of 9 seconds remaining.
Man, from up here in the stands, that looked like it was off of the ball handler. Let's take a look. Oh, the official got in the way.
Crusaders find Lopez. Got to hurry now, down to 5 seconds. Hadlock looks at the clock.
Gotta know the clock. They don't know the clock.
Lopez will heave it and leave it short, and that'll do it.
They didn't see the clock until the last possible second. Nobody knew what the clock was.
Third quarter in the books. Woodsville, they extend their halftime edge. No, they keep it the same. They led by 11 at the break,
11?
and they're up
Still
11 as we head to the fourth quarter. 40-29. Is it Woodsville's night, or does the top seed Littleton erase a double-digit deficit? We begin to find out with the fourth quarter next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance here in the quarterfinals. No, the semifinals of Division 4.
Semifinals, baby.
Broadcasting, of course, in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Start of the fourth quarter here in Pennacook. It's the 2023 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Well, he does attack, doesn't he?
And he's been full speed here, one gear.
Yep.
Really throughout the second half. How we got here? Well, Crusaders and Engineers, they split the two regular season matchups, the road team each coming away with a victory. That was Littleton's only loss. They end up as the 1 seed at 17-1. Woodsville is the 4 at 15-3. But it's been Woodsville playing out in front really the whole way. A 10-6 lead after the first, 23-12 at halftime, and now 40-29 to begin this third quarter. Sophomore forward Landon Kingsbury leading the way for the boys in green, unofficially with 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yes, and their point guard, the freshman point guard that we've talked about a few times, has been just outstanding at maintaining the ball, getting them in the offense, pushing through the press.
This one a travel.
Got held up on the hip.
Both teams have taken pretty good care of the basketball tonight, but the turnover there by Littleton gives the ball back to Woodsville. 8 giveaways by the Crusaders, 9 on the other side against the Engineers. This one tipped. Lopez trying to go over the top, but can't quite corral. It ends up in the end with Davidson, who goes into the paint, Can't bank it. Follow is good.
Padding those rebound stats. Got himself an extra offensive rebound on the missed 2-footer.
And he's working on a double-double in his own right. 9 points, 12 rebounds unofficially for the big man.
I thought Lopez got fouled on that pass high. Got knocked down.
Three-pointer. Hoskins up and in.
Got that back. That's good. They got it back. They needed that back.
That's his first field goal. He's been working hard. 4 points now, 5 boards unofficially for Caden Hoskins, the junior. Lopez to steal. Lopez down the lane is going to flash for 2.
He was not lifting his head up and passed the ball ahead. That was all him after the steal.
Contained in that first half, at least offensively. Starting to get it going now with 5 of his 7 coming in the second half. Minute and a half gone by, fourth quarter. Woodsville leads still 8. Three-pointer, Davidson with a stroke.
Davidson goes for the double-double now officially, right?
12 and 12.
12 and 12.
Pretty stroke there from the wing. He's done a little bit of everything today on both ends. Meanwhile, this one tipped out of bounds. Will stay with the Crusaders. They trail by 11 once again. 45-34, now 2 minutes gone by. Again, the winner will play on Saturday at Colby Sawyer College against Holy Family. Earlier tonight, the Griffins in double overtime. They got 3 buzzer beaters from their senior point guard to advance. Meanwhile, down the lane, Reggie for 2.
There he is again. That highlight should be on ESPN tonight, Nick, and we know that. We talked about it's a top 10, number 1 highlight of the week.
Yeah.
And I watch ESPN highlights, the top 10.
Of course, we're talking about one of the best games we've seen all season. That came earlier tonight. And again, you feel for Concord Christian having to drive home after a double overtime defeat. Meanwhile, the miss goes to Hoskins, his 6th rebound. Three-pointer in the corner for Reggie. No. Inez, second try, double pump. Short.
Almost.
Aquinas upset with himself after leaving that one about an inch or so shy. Rebound to Kingsbury, his 11th. And now Woodsville going to take a breath here with 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. They're trying to build on a 9-point lead, 45-36.
Some of these turnovers are getting too, like Woodsville's had a few turnovers against the press, and the ones they've had, they're just holding the ball up high, right? And you know, when you hold the ball up high, you're going to pass it. So you got to make it so that they don't think you're going to pass it. You keep it up around your chin, you fake high, you throw low. But I know you're going to pass the ball when you hold it above your head.
Right.
So I can put my hands up, and I'll get a steal. That's why they've turned the ball over.
Timeout on the floor here. Crusaders want to talk it over. Coach Howard going to grab the clipboard and draw something up here with just over 3 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. It's 45-36. And again, Woodsville, I don't believe, Justin, that they've trailed tonight. They've played with the lead and have led by as many as 15.
They have, and they're holding it right now at 9, playing well. And if they're trying to, now this is one of those things that's kind of funny too, and we talk high school players, or at any level. If a coach draws something up that's new with his clipboard, and they try and run it, chances are 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work. It's not. If it's a new play and you draw it up, they'll run it wrong. And not just at this level, but at every level. You have to run something multiple times so you know it, and they'll be able to run it correctly. If you're trying to talk about something that you're doing normally that you're doing wrong, that's what you're going to fix on the clipboard.
So does Coach Howard go to a familiar favorite here?
I think you have to. You got to change something up at this point because you're pressing and they're beating the press, right? Some of the turnovers have come off the press. Some haven't. They're still playing zone. Why don't they think about maybe deciding to go man?
I think they're going to have to at some point.
Right? Fourth quarter, 4 fouls each. You're down by 9.
Yeah.
Right? You got to start picking up the pressure, go man full if you have to, man and a half, and then foul just to get some guys at the free throw line. So you have a chance at the end.
See what they do. They've got the basketball. Trying to make it a 2-possession game again, potentially, if they can slash this lead to 6.
Like we've had so many close games where one basket turns the game around.
Lopez inside, Aquinas inside out. Reggie for 3, up and in.
Off the bench for the young fella in the JV uniform, Nick.
Yeah, he's got 8 points all in the second half. Brings his team back within 6. It's again a 2-possession game.
There it is.
Aquinas off the steal, trying to keep it in the front court. It ends up with Davidson. It's going to go down the lane for 2.
Again, you're telegraphing the pass. By holding the ball up above your head.
To the hole. Quick answer for Hadlock.
Hadlock is not afraid to go to the hoop. He goes to the hoop almost every time he's at an open lane.
6 of his 8 in this second half. Davidson in the corner. He's double teamed. He jumps it for Boudreau. Across the lane for Kingsbury, who's got 2 more.
Smart pass. Good pump fake. Take his time. Easy layup.
49-41 midway through fourth quarter. The clock's starting to become a factor. Hoskins elbow pull-up short, follows his own miss and collects off the bounce. His 7th rebound. Akinis whips it in the corner, back up top. Freshman's been hot. That one off the target though for Reggie. Collected again by Lopez, and another opportunity for Littleton. Akinis drive and kick. Lopez extra pass. Reggie for 3 around the rim and out. And finally the Engineers are able to clear the glass. Weak side rebound hauled in by Houston. Walker into the front court. Davidson on the baseline. Cut over. Oh, nice cut.
Beautiful pass.
Boudreau off the wraparound feed. No. Tries to collect, but he was out of bounds.
I thought both feet were in bounds when he caught that. You can come back in. You just got to get both feet in before you catch the ball, right?
That's the rule.
Perfect replay. Let's see
Not
if he
sure if
gets
he
in.
had that back foot still on the line. No, yeah, he got 2 in.
I thought, well, yeah, I think he thought the ball, his foot was out of bounds, but he got both feet in before he touched the ball. He missed that one.
Littleton will take it. They need it now. Down 8 with 3 minutes to go.
Desperation time, though, right? Desperation time. Got to go, man. Got to make some shots.
Lopez for 3. Can't connect there. Offensive rebound by Hadlock. Throws it off the leg of the defender. A heads-up play to keep the ball at this end. Coach Howard going to hold up 2 fingers and call out the play here for Littleton.
Let's see what they run and if they run it right and if it works. So usually that's a pass, screen down. I'm going to go away, screen, good ball, good screen.
Well, they tried to run.
The pass.
Yeah, they tried to run Hoskins off the baseline screen. 2 picks, it looked like.
Yeah, right idea.
But the pass was just a little off target.
You got to dribble that way to the right in order to make that pass. That's too difficult of an angle.
Right. Foul here by Akinis, his 3rd.
It's all right, though. Now you want to do maybe foul, one more time. So you have, 1 to give right now. 1 foul to give so you get them close to the bonus.
Yep. 5 team fouls against Littleton, 4 against Woodsville.
See, no pressure. They got to go man, maybe switch the pressure.
There's the middle. Kingsbury.
Wide open.
Going to break it. Woodsville going to pull out. 2.5 to go. Here comes the double team. Kingsbury, little jab step. And now knocked to the ground by Hoskins, who's going to pick up the foul.
Silly foul. Silly foul. Still not in the bonus yet, but silly foul.
That's going to put them up against the limit with 6. And
ball.
also that's number 5 against Hoskins, so his night is over.
Wow.
He's going to foul out here with 4.7 rebounds unofficially.
Good job on the boards.
Yeah.
But I think they needed him.
He played well
to score.
defensively, I think, too, but you're right, only 7 points, quote-unquote, only. He's going to slap 5 with his guys. He's replaced in the lineup, by the way, by Gavin Lewis, the 5'9" senior who played briefly back in that first half. So 2:25 on the clock, another timeout here. Littleton trailing 49-41, and they're also up against the limit now with 16 fouls.
So I'm just curious why they haven't gone man yet. They're trying to trap out of the zone. That hasn't worked so far, right? The middle and the press is wide open. They've been able to get the ball in the middle of the press. Has Woodsville.
Although I would say the Crusader press has looked better in this second half, and they forced now twice the amount of turnovers in the second half than they did in the first. Only 4 giveaways for Woodsville at halftime. That turnover total is now up to 12.
But in the half court, though, they're not really getting much out of anything other than, just you're staying in the zone. You're kind of pushing them out a little bit further, but they're not getting much out of that. You got to maybe more pressure, more intense man pressure. Right? Attack and get there.
You're right. At some point, they're going to have to go man. Still trailing big here. Walker knocked down and fouled. And the freshman took a hard landing there. Helped up by his friends. And
he's tough.
He flashes a smile. He's okay.
He looks like he's about 10.
5'4". Sophomore Ryan Walker. Of course, head coach Jamie Walker cheering on his guys right now from a seated position. No, standing now at the end of the bench. Meanwhile, free throw up and in. As well as he's played tonight, Justin, hard to believe, but that's his first point. Hasn't looked to shoot
No, he doesn't. He's a good passer.
And a good ball handler.
Yeah, great ball handler. Dribbles right through the press and has no fear. No fear at all. Just has confidence to dribble through it. And has good pass.
2 for 2 at the line for the lefty. Lead up to 10. Lopez going to slash it back down to 8. He's played well in this second half.
Again, telegraphing your pass. Ball up high. Fake high. Throw low. It's very frustrating when you're a coach and you watch him just sort of tell you where I'm throwing the ball. Good flash.
Yep. They've worked the middle. They look middle again for Davidson, and he's fouled on the catch. Got to reach here as we move inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Free throw time.
Coach Walker, a quick word with his sophomore standout, Landon Kingsbury. It's a good unit for Woodsville. 15-3 during the regular season, and Justin, only 2 seniors. So a lot of that team will be back next year. Free throw, good.
With great experience,
yeah.
A winning culture,
right.
Obviously they've done well,
yep.
And a really good candy store. Oh no, that's Littleton, my fault. There might be a good candy store in Woodsville.
I imagine there would be somewhere up there, yeah.
Littleton's got that one, that long candy bar. Supposed to be the longest in the country.
Free throw, no good. So Davidson, a 1 for 2 trip. Trying to come quickly the other way.
Ooh.
Three-pointer, up and in. It's Gavin Lewis.
Gavin Lewis came in off the bench in the first half, right? I think he had a shot or two. I don't know if he made any baskets earlier.
That's his first points of the night. It's a big bucket, a three-pointer. And all of a sudden, just when you thought Woodsville was creeping away with this one, it's a 2-possession game again at 52-46.
That's what the three-pointer will do, right? It changes the game. You're never out of it unless you're down 30 or whatever, not much time left. What the three-point shot does, it allows you to get back quickly. And I'm thinking he's a specialist, comes off the bench, right? Find open shots for him. They have 2 players that can do that right now, the freshman, Rigi and Lewis, who they just brought off the bench. So we'll see if they can continue to do that and make some shots. But again, change the half-court defense, play a little man, more pressure. See if you can get Littleton or Woodsville to turn the ball over.
52-46. With again just outside, or just inside rather, of 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Coming up after the game, we'll have a quick recap, stats, highlights, analysis, and we'll set the stage for Saturday's Division IV championship between the winner of this one and Holy Family. The Griffins advanced earlier tonight, one of the best games we've seen in a while, an 86-84 double overtime affair against Concord Christian, a game that featured 3 buzzer beaters by the same player.
Amazing, spectacular.
Of course, Ives,
2 fouls.
Mugira Neza. What a night for the senior, and then in defeat, the sophomore for Concord Christian, Braden Frink, had 48 and 17. You heard it right, 48 points, 17 rebounds in a loss.
In the loss. Yeah, that was incredible. That was an incredible game. That was just a stat filling. There was a couple, 2 or 3 players for Holy Family, right, that had 20. He has 48 and 17. First quarter, he scores all their points. It was an incredible game.
Holy Family had 3 players go for at least 20,
yeah,
which you don't see often. That's a free throw up and in.
No, you don't.
Ryan Walker, 4 for 4, the freshman point guard. Pushes the lead back to 8 in the corner. Lewis ready to fire. Hit one from that spot a moment ago. Can't connect. But it's tipped back out to Lopez. Swung back into the corner. Littleton fanning shooters here around the perimeter. Somebody's open. It's Lewis. Three-pointer.
There he is again. Lewis comes off the bench.
Aquinas with the assist on the skip pass. The lead is 5. Down a minute 15 remaining. Walker traveled in the backcourt.
He did. He traveled. That pressure. A little more pressure this time from Littleton. A little bit more pressure.
Turnover number 13. And it keeps the door open, so to speak, for the Crusaders. They're within 5. Chance to make it a 1-possession game.
Lewis off the bench. Here we go. Another out-of-bounds play. This one you're probably going to look for a screen. Inside, I thought they'd get a screen the outside. There it is.
Tipped and stolen. Taken away by Walker. A good play on Boudreau's part to get a piece. And now Woodsville, a 5-point lead in the basketball as we approach 1 minute remaining. The freshman wants a field goal, and he's going to get his first 2 of the night.
And a very good time to get it.
Pushes the lead to 7. Most importantly, a 3-possession difference now as we hit 50 seconds to go. Crusaders got to hurry here. They go to Lois. Down to 45 seconds. Akinis going to free himself up. Good defense here on the perimeter by Woodsville.
Now they're going to do a good job. Maybe not going to let Lewis or Regi get any more of those open or wide open three-point shots.
Got a timeout here from Coach Howard. Just nowhere to find an opening there. Woodsville doing a good job on the switch, on the hedge. And ultimately they forced the timeout here with 34 seconds remaining. Up 7, 56-49.
Yeah, they did. Littleton did a nice job getting open the last 2 or 3 possessions. Right? So I believe Woodsville decided to up the pressure a little bit, start denying passes, no more open threes. Like in a timeout, what do you say? Listen, no more open threes, force them to drive to the basket. You're going to get good help.
Yep.
I'm not worried about, Lewis or Regi driving to the basket. My help is going to be there.
You want to close and you want to prevent the three-point shot,
yes.
I think is the top priority.
Yes, because they're getting wide open looks. They're not even, there's no pressure there. There's no hand up in their face, right? Make them basketball players. Make them drive and attack, and then I think you're in good shape.
Let's see what happens. Littleton. They're going to leave Lewis, the three-point threat, on the floor, along with the freshman Regi, who is the inbounder here. They go back to him. Clock ticking. We're inside of 30 seconds. Akinis looking for the step, the scoop, and the score.
That's a good move. Again, mismatch, and I don't think they've had that all night. I don't think Akinis has taken advantage of it as much as he should have.
20 seconds and a foul. Clock stops with inside of 18 seconds. Boudreau tied up in the backcourt. That's 10 team fouls against Littleton, so it's an automatic 2 here.
The joy of the double bonus.
If he knocks down 2, it's a 3-possession game again.
So 5 points.
It's
goes
1.
To 7.
Right. Big difference, I think, between a 2-possession game and a 3, right?
Huge.
Free throw, good.
With 17 seconds left in the game,
huge. Yeah.
Huge.
Jack Boudreau piecing together a rock-solid effort now. 9 points, 5 rebounds. And he's 3 for 4 at the stripe.
That's a confident-looking free throw. All net.
7-point game. Littleton just about out of time. Akinis is going to get an uncontested layup. And an immediate timeout comes from Coach Howard.
So again, now it should be what, 53? Yeah, 53, 58, 5 points, but you're running out of time.
Yeah.
So
it's a 2-front war right now.
It is. You
for Littleton.
Decide who you're going to foul too. So if I don't want, there's certain guys I don't want shooting free throws anymore. I don't want Boudreau shooting free throws.
But do you have the luxury at this point?
I think if you can deny him the ball inbounds, you got to just make sure who am I not going to let catch the ball, right? So if I know he's a good free throw shooter, I'm not going to foul him, so I'm going to deny him the ball.
So do you pull the inbound defender and double?
Yeah, you almost have to. I think you're going to have to find a way to get the ball. Well, I don't even think you can worry about a steal. You're just going to have to foul right away.
They're going to put Lopez on the ball. So that idea out the window is the 6'3 defender tries to obscure the vision. It doesn't work. And Woodsville gets a layup at the other end from Cam Davidson.
And there was no foul. He should have fouled, and he didn't foul in that point.
That is going to do it. Akinis for 3 off the mark. And the Woodsville
there it is, an upset.
Engineers are going to head to Saturday's state championship game following a 60-53 semifinal victory over top-seeded Littleton. Woodsville, they led wire to wire. They never trailed tonight, led by as many as 15 early in that third quarter. A good effort by Littleton to get themselves back within shouting distance, but in the end, Woodsville too much. They capture their 18th victory now on the season, including now 3 tournament wins. And again, they had a couple of monster efforts tonight. Huge. In particular from Landon Kingsbury, who ends up with 12 points and 11 rebounds unofficially. And Cam Davidson,
the big fella,
who was big all the way around tonight. He had 17 and 12, a game high 17 and a game high 12 rebounds. Meanwhile, Littleton in defeat. Draymond Akinis, the junior, ends his junior season with 16 points, 8 in each half. No, 18 points, 10 in the second half.
Okay. Better second half. He had a much better second half than he did at first.
Hadlock, Grady, the junior, finishes with 8. The freshman Sam Ragey had 8 points, all in the second half.
He was good off the bench.
And Carmichael Lopez, in his final high school game, goes out with 9 points and 8 rebounds. So the good news, I suppose, for Littleton is that really aside from Lopez and Gavin Lewis, who knocked down a couple of threes there in the second half, they virtually bring back a ton next year, including the point guard Akinis. So I have a feeling Coach Howard will have his group competitive yet again.
Absolutely.
Next season. Meanwhile, for Woodsville, now it's on to Saturday, right? And they've got a whole separate set of challenges with Holy Family awaiting.
Holy set of challenges against the Holy Family.
It'll be 4th seed Woodsville against 6th seed Holy Family for the state championship. That tells me, Justin, that there was some parity and some depth in Division 4 this season, right?
I think so, and I think it depended on which side or the teams that you played. I looked at some comparisons to see who played who, and some of these teams have never played each other, right? So these two teams have played each other frequently. Holy Family has not played these teams, so right now, if I'm picking, Holy Family look really good. It'll be a fun game. The Holy Family looked really good.
Probably a contrast to styles, right? It seemed like the Griffins wanted to get up and down, run the ball.
Speed, quick shots, a lot of quick shots early in the offense.
Right, whereas Woodsville was very methodical tonight.
Yes. Slowed it down, passed the ball around a lot.
Right. So anybody's guess.
Yeah.
They'll have almost a full week to get ready as well, so they should come in fresh and ready to play when that one tips off Saturday.
They'll probably watch our film
at 3 o'clock Eastern. Reminder, we're in action again tomorrow up at Newfound Regional High School for the girls' semifinals in Division 4. That game, first of 2 games, gets going at 5:30 Eastern. Dave Collins will be on the call, and then you and I reunite on Wednesday for the preliminary round in Division 1,
Big game.
where we get the 8-9 matchup, Portsmouth at Trinity. That's coming up on Wednesday. So we're right in the middle of the storm right now, as you know, the busiest time for us at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire anyway, of the entire 12-month calendar year. So bear with us, more and more basketball with the stakes getting higher and higher as we continue to move forward towards the month of March. All right, I want to thank everybody here. Great job by the staff here at Merrimack Valley High School, working hand in hand with the NHIAA, doing a great job getting the event going. And of course, our family here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, including our 2 videographers, John Barron and Kat Doyle.
The best.
Of course, we appreciate working, as usual, with the man behind the curtain, our director, Ben Beals, the Wizard of Replay, back in the Beals Insurance Studios.
He was on fire today.
He was.
By the way, we had so many good quality reviews today. And we were able to really figure some stuff out that we typically, sometimes we miss those. We saw some really good replays today.
Yep. And got to thank the executive producer, Steve Beals, the unseen hand overseeing the whole operation. Of course, want to thank Don Boyle and his staff at the NFHS Network. Another kick-butt partnership tonight. We appreciate working with them moving forward as well. For Justin Gorham, I'm Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Woodsville 60, Littleton 53. This has been a presentation of the 2023 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division 4 Semifinals, right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.